Hi, everybody. Queen Crystal King in the building. Welcome to another episode of The Day After Sunday. Well, the day after Sunday, anything but Monday, was one of those days where I mainly stayed hydrated. Hi, Gail Love. I mainly stayed hydrated, but I didn't get a lot of food in me today. It could have been because it was too hot or anything, but I made sure that I stayed hydrated. That was most definitely important. Um, I did try to eat a little. It wasn't working, so my stomach got to flipping. So I said, if anything, I'll just take a boost or something, just to replace a meal. But my pain level has been up and down, but I'm starting to get the hang of what I can do and what I can't do, and to be all right with that. How was your day, Gail? I hope your day was good. Hi, Mr. William. How are you? I was telling Gail that, I didn't really eat that much today. I don't know, maybe because it was too hot or whatever, but, my stomach got to flipping, so I mainly stayed hydrated today. And, I'll just take a boost, you know, that'll just supplement what's going on. And I was asking Gail how was her day. Today is one of those days where you just find you a cool spot and you turn on a good movie and you be still. Because all that moving around out there in that heat is not good for me. I know that. But last weekend, I'd say around, was it, I can't remember what day it was, but someone stole my rolling walker. I had a brand new rolling walker and someone had given to me and it had never been used, and I was using it, and I really can't balance myself that well walking on my own, so I used the rolling walker. And the only thing I could think of is when I went to lock my door, I must have just came on in and shut the door, and somebody just rolled off with it. Well, when I told my son, he was very upset. I knew that my girlfriend could find me one at the Goodwill where they sell medical supplies, and she was able to find me one, but my son had already ordered me one after I got off the phone with him. But I'm like, out of all the things to take from somebody, and they know that I just had surgery and I'm doing the best that I can in here, and I use my rolling walker for everything. But for someone to be just comfortable enough to just roll it on out of here was just crazy. So my son said that he ordered me one exactly like the one that was stolen because it had a chair on it. So like if I'm rolling it and doing something and I get a little tired, I can just sit down Now I don't have to find somewhere to sit. It just was so embarrassing for me to have to say that and like tell my son that, you know. I don't have any idea who took it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anybody with anything like it. Ugh, it was humiliating. It really was. It was humiliating. And it was a violation. So the good thing is my walker just came today and my son came over and he put it together and everything is working just fine. And I'm going to find some way to mark that walker. But I doubt very much that it will be out of my sight. Why are you feeling like that? Feeling like what, baby? It had to be one of those days where I had got some chemo or not too long after, and you're really washed out when that happens. And it's very easy. I'm looking for something right now. Sorry about that noise. It's very easy to forget and like lose your train of thought. I appreciate that, Mr. William. Yes, he didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. It just was embarrassing. It made me feel old. It made me feel like I was losing it. Like who loses a rolling walker when you need it to walk? I mean, I don't know. But about the walker when they took it from me, I don't like it when people prey on people who are weaker or not as physically fit as they are. I think it's a very cowardly thing to do. I'm doing fine. I was just telling them that someone had stole my rolling walker and I really don't balance myself well without it. And I couldn't figure out who took it and I hadn't seen it. But my son ended up buying me another one, thank God. And it came today. It's like when I first moved here, I had some boxes from Macy's and somebody opened up my boxes. But see, I have people who come and check on me very, very often. And that's why I was really surprised. Hi, one proud grandma. That's why I was really surprised when they took it because it was on my floor. It was in front of my door. I mean, I don't understand. And it just really made me feel like the one thing I don't want to feel is like a burden to my children. And I'm moving around, I'm getting around, I'm feeling stronger. I'm starting to understand a little bit more about my body than I did before. You know, I'm asking for help. I'm getting advice from people I trust. And I've already told y'all I've got some great doctors and I'm doing every possible thing that I can, you know, to do things on my own. And that rolling walker helped me do things on my own. I could even wait until the sun went down a little bit and go around to the little corner store and come right back, just for a little exercise. Hey, boss lady. But when they took that walker, I really felt violated. I felt like somebody snatched my bag or something. You know what I mean? And you couldn't run after them. You need to get the Ring doorbell. It's security camera and doorbell in one. You can watch your contact door on your phone. Yeah, I do have a Ring, but something about the way that Ring it was a faulty one. But we're getting ready to do another security system because I think they're kind of used to, yeah, I think they're kind of used to seeing that Ring thing up there and they were still able to take it. So we're thinking about another system. But I do have the Ring. I do. And I thank you for that suggestion. Yeah, everyone should get it. Thank you, Tamika. I appreciate it. Yeah, boss lady, somebody stole my rolling walker right from in front of my door. He wasn't caught, and I didn't see nobody with it. And it had to be one of them days where I was still kind of washed out off of that chemo. But my son bought me another one right away. I called him and told him somebody took it, and he got upset. Yeah, somebody. I went to open my front door, and I pushed it open, and I must have just been so glad to get inside. I just shut the door and locked it, and just fell on my bed. And then when I went to look for my rolling walker to go to the next room, I'm like, how in the world is a rolling walker going to disappear out of a house? I mean, how's it going to disappear? Somebody took it. So Cone was like, no, I'm going to get you one just like the one that they took. Everybody on this floor, even people who comes to visit people on this floor, know that I have lost over half of my body weight and it is hard for me to walk and that I use it. I had a problem today. I don't deal well with people who dismiss me and or want to be dramatic with me. How do I deal with this? Well, remember we said, I'm sorry about that, a little interjection. Remember we said how important is it if it's something that's going to cause you to lose your job, there has to be a professional way to deal with it or call a manager. Or if it's not at work and it's just regular everyday people, you may just have to remove yourself. The last word is not always the best word. You know how people try to get the last word in? Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. I know, that's what I heard. You know, the last word is not always the best word. Sometimes it's one of the silliest things you ever say. Say what you mean and mean what you say and leave them where they're at. That's what I say. I say be straight up with the person. Gail, let this person know how you feel respectfully. And if that don't work, Call on your alter ego. Oh, yes. Meditate and pray for God to handle it. Okay. That's another way. I have an alter ego. Yes, I do. Yes, I absolutely do. And when y'all see me coming on here and I'm doing my rant or I'm trying to gather somebody together, mhm, that's Cece. She cool. Everybody can get along with her, but she's not going to take no stuff. She's going to put you in your place respectfully. Now, how far you want to take it is up to you. But yeah, I named her and I embrace her because Cece protects Crystal because Crystal lets a lot of things go. She just dismisses it sometimes and she just don't want to cause no drama. She don't want to argue. She don't want to be in the middle of no. Yes, I do, boss lady. She's always trying to negotiate. But Cece is not going to negotiate with you. She's not. But I have to know when to let Cece out because sometimes she can get me in some trouble. Yes, be straight up. The customer isn't always right, and the boss doesn't own you. True. Okay, you right. I was debating as to whether I was going to talk about the walker because I didn't know how you guys would receive it. But there's a lot of evil in this world. It really is. It's a lot of evil. And that takes a special type of person missing a few chromosomes that will take somebody's rolling walker from in front of front door. And I didn't want nobody to think I was coming on here saying, "Oh, I don't have any money. I need you to help me buy another walker." If you know that wasn't it. That wasn't it. This is some of the stuff that happens post surgery, after surgery, where you're still trying to get your mind together, where you're still trying to get your thoughts together, where your body has been through the ringer with all the where your body has been through the ringer with all the surgeries and you're still coming to grips with they saved my life. I shouldn't have anything to complain about. I'm grateful that the resources were available for me to replace it. We received it like you have a thief somewhere. Thank you. I was hoping that you would receive it that way. A real low life butthead. And they're probably looking at me every day. But you know what? Tomorrow when they see me, I'll have my rolling walker going to get my mail through the grace of God. I have a loving son. I have two alter egos too. She is not good. I have to pray over her. She's very dangerous. I hear you. That's a damn shame someone would do that. Honey, I know if you see that person with your Walker Crystal child, you doggone right. I'm gonna black straight out. At this moment in time, at this very second, I'm going to black straight out. I am. I am. Somebody gonna go to bed and wake up with half a lip. and the man next door, he offered to let me use his, which was a lot older than the one I had, and it was a little bit more difficult to maneuver, but I accepted his kindness. Abort, abort. Yes, yes. Boss lady, that those two last two videos you made, oh, they were decent. They were really, really decent. I liked them a lot. Especially the one, especially the one at the P and the A and the C. Oh, you're more than welcome. Your content has been amazing. I've been checking you out. It's just that these last few days, I haven't really been able to eat like I want to. I don't know whether it's the hotness of the weather or, my body going through changes again, but what I was able to do was to stay hydrated. I definitely stayed hydrated. So, Gail, you going to be all right. You know exactly which lever to push when it's time. You know. I did. I did. I was drinking a lot of water. And when I first got out of surgery, I could not drink water or eat ice. Now I can enjoy a bottle of water. And it's so cold and it's so good. And I drink alkaline water. So I was looking for some water on sale at Acme and I found 24 bottles of, I think they're 8 ounces, maybe a little more. And they were 24 for $5. So I got two of them. Auntie, did you ask the doctor about it? Yes. And what I've been doing is trying to avoid having to come in for a fusion. And if I can't hydrate myself, they have to hydrate me, meaning that they have to go through my port and give me fluids. And if that happens, it has to happen. But at least I tried my best. Even if I can't drink water, I'll just suck on some ice. I make sure I have the water ice or the freeze pops and things like that. Make sure I stay hydrated. But the doctors are saying that I'm doing very well. Gotta run. I've lost another friend. Gotta call the family. Love. Love you all. And Crystal, love you more. Oh, okay, Mr. William. Thank you for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. It's always good to see you. And I want to tell you, I thank you very much for speaking up for the queens who carry themselves as queens because you are a true king for doing that. You are appreciated. Love, peace, and aces. Yeah, so, sending my condolences to the family, William, and take care. Yes, my heartfelt condolences. Always. Wow, take care, William. You're gonna be all right, Mr. William. It's been a very interesting day, but I think I did what I was supposed to do. Be still. Even if I can't eat anything, I can eat some jello or some fruits, bananas or something like that, because I have to have some type of food in me to take my medicine. But I still like the I still like the progress from the time that I came home on up until now. I definitely don't want to go backwards. Another thing about post-op surgery is when the outside heals, which was kind of my concern, but the outside healed very, very well, but the inside is still going through some changes. And things had to be rerouted. But I'm speaking to someone, and I don't know who it is. The stupidest question is the one you don't ask. Always ask questions. Even if it's a medicine that you see, even if it's a medicine that you see that you haven't seen before, when you go to pick up your prescription, ask the pharmacist, what is this medicine for? Or call your doctor or doctor's office. They have a record of it. And say, what is this medicine for? And that's the one thing I can say. They've always been able to break things down and explain them to me where I could understand, because I used to just panic so bad, but I'm not panicking as bad as I used to panic. It's getting better. So my grandkids are starting to come over a little more often. Lord help me. But don't be surprised if things seem a little foggy, because they do. They seem a little foggy. It's like sometimes I want to go in a chat, but I just rather stay in the bushes. Like Boss Lady, I haven't been catching her live, but I caught her replays. And I'm telling you that Hassan video, it took me about, I think I stopped the video and rewinded it like about 5 or 6 times, because it's very important that you listen to the words that people are saying. And as I really, really listened to the words of that video, and I was trying my best to understand why it was being recorded, what was the purpose of that. But all the while you're saying you feel like you're being set up. It didn't make sense to me. Kwame broke it down to the smallest common denominator. And of course, Boss Lady New Jersey was right there to bring it to us. And I had no idea that event even happened. I had no idea that event even happened. I think the part that really got me was you said, "This is my hood. I could kill you if I want to." But then again, you don't live in a hood. Then you go to the hood and you don't put your jewelry box on and you're recording yourself, drawing attention to yourself. And this is a supporter that came to hang out with you. And that was supposed to be a cool night. But to leave your wife and children to go hang out with a supporter, and then you flip into a whole different bag like stranger danger. What was that? What was that about? The man said he been getting manicures and pedicures for years. All men should do it, and they should. Boss lady, you broke that thing down so simply, and it was like it's almost like you wanted somebody to do something. And the man was trying to walk. I even heard the man say it's always a setup. Girl, I heard it all. I told you I kept rewinding. Like, what did he say? Wait a minute, what did he say? Hold on, guys, my phone is ringing. Yeah, you kept rewinding it too, girl. And it was like, it wasn't nobody that was filming you. You had the camera in your own face and you made sure that the dude stayed within the camera range. He's saying, "What's going on? What is the but what's going on?" Now, from what I understand, they both been drinking. But for you to push that man and then say you didn't push that man, and it's on camera that you pushed the man, even somebody that was there with them said, "Yeah, you pushed him." I don't understand. I didn't understand that. Then to get on Kwame's live and want to bogart the live. You gonna tell him to hold up on his own live? That's like going in somebody else's house and getting in their bed. Excuse me, what are you doing? He pushed him twice. He pushed him twice. I saw that. He pushed him twice. And again, like he said, why would you come? He said, "Let's go home so I can take you home. Let's go home so I can take you home." You know, if you go in the hood with all that flashy jewelry and stuff on, and you're videotaping yourself, trying to act like, you know, you this big bad somebody or whatever, drawing attention to yourself. If somebody comes up there to try to snatch your stuff, Kwame was absolutely right. You would have to kill that man. Why would you do all that? Then he had the nerve to say, "I don't know this nigga. I don't know him. I don't know him." Then you say you and your beautiful daughter, and you named her name. If you don't know this man, how do you know his child's name? There's a big old fly in this buttermilk. Girl, you did that. You did that. I cannot believe he pushed that man down on the ground. And then he had the nerve to say he was going to cut the camera off to protect himself. And then he said he wasn't the F word. Nobody called you that. Where did that come from? Then you was backpedaling when you was on his platform. Girl, I'm gonna watch that video again. I ain't gonna lie, I am. I'm watching that video again. That was really good, boss lady. I gotta hand it to you. I know. I know. I was done too. I was done. I was completely done. You telling on yourself. So if you take the camera off to protect yourself, what are you gonna do? Beat him down to the ground while ain't nobody looking? And ain't no proof? Protect yourself from what? Yourself? Because you're your biggest enemy right about now. Why do people commit crimes on camera? Why do people rob banks and go on Facebook and lay in the money? I I don't understand. Like I said, girl, you did that. I know. I know. They are trying to get caught, okay? Oh my gosh, when that guy hit the ground, I was like, first thing I was thinking was like what you were saying. Now, what if he pushed that guy down and he mess around and bump his head, bust his head wide open and die? And you got it on live. I think it was about clicks and views. And that click might have been them handcuffs going behind your back. And that view might have been your mugshot again. That's when he realized the second time when he pushed him. Then he was ready to cut the uh-huh. Uh-huh. You right. You right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. He done messed up the church's money now. Yes, he did. Fool. Just a fool. That was a doozy. I know that's right. People who do that need to be put in jail. And what he did was criminal. It really was. It really was. It made about as much sense as you know how you see kids vandalizing buildings and they get a video recorder to show who did what. How dumb is that? If you was really a hood dude, the first thing you are not going to do is turn your damn camera on and start filming. You are not going to do that. Somebody could come and bust you in your head just for doing that because they may just see you as a snitch. I know if I'm walking down the street and I see somebody filming themselves like that or whatever, and they going through something with somebody, mm-mm. I'm gonna get out of the way of that camera because I don't want to be within the shot. And he made sure it was a close-up picture on him, so the identification would have been spot on. Did you peep the first time when someone walked by? That's when he flipped on him for leaning on his shoulder. After minutes went by. Yep, yep. Don't touch me. Don't touch me like that. Don't touch me. Who's your nails? Who's your nails? Don't touch me like that. What is you talking about? That's ridiculous. I ain't gay. I ain't gay. Who said you was? And if the man did touch you, who knows? He might have been trying to keep his balance or something. He ain't sweating you. Oh, girl, that video just really captured my attention. It really did. It really did. If you could put the link to that video in this live, boss lady, I would love for anyone who hasn't seen it to go over there and see it. Because I know I'm watching it again. I know I'm gonna watch it again before I go to bed. Name of that video should be What Not to Do. What man keeps repeating that he's not gay? I don't know what. I don't either. I don't either. I don't either. Who posed the question? Who made the accusation? So my thing is, did he go to get him and bring him where he was? Or did the guy come to where he was? Because I distinctly heard him say, let's go home so I can take you home. And then he was saying, walk. Walk like the little bee that you are. Walk. Walk. Thank you, boss lady. Walk. Walk. The man is trying to keep his balance. And I tell you what, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. But doggone it, when I get tipsy to the point where I'm stepping over my feet or kind of staggering a little bit, all this pushing and stuff is not going to work. I'll be turned around and snapped and thinking you trying to do something to me. You welcome. You my girl with a chocolate swirl. Sounds like you picked him up. Uh-huh. Now you see, that's what I was wondering. That's what I was wondering. Hmm. That's what I was wondering. Did he pick him up? So it was New York to Philly or Philly to New York. That's why I gotta watch it again. Don't worry, I'm gonna watch it again. Y'all check that video out and give Boss Lady her props because she did that. Especially the one with the Eric B. The Rakim with the tribute to Biz Markie. That was good too. That was very good. It was New York to Philly. See? So he came from New York to Philly. Okay. So as you can see, I was watching that video, and his eyes looked at all wired. He looked wired. He didn't look like he was drunk. He looked wired, like he was tweaking or something. Right, right, right. Hmm. It was a good video, really was. Mm. Auntie Crystal, I will be starting on a water fast. I have talked to my doctor already. Okay. Okay, long as you're under a doctor's care, that makes me feel a lot better. And I've heard of people who cut sodas and juices out of their diet and just drank water instead of those things. They lost a lot of weight. And yes, you still do have to eat. You still have to eat. Get your proteins and your greens. I'm glad you found something that you're comfortable with. Well, I'm going to try and take me a quick bath and get ready to go to sleep. But this was a good live. Thank you guys. I'm glad I felt comfortable enough to tell y'all, what was really bothering me. And I'm glad that I brought that video back up because you guys are going to be, you won't be able to take your eyes off the screen. And if anything, you'll have your ears so close to the phone. What does it say? Water only for 2 meals. Oh, okay. Crystal, I went for MRI and girl, it was a no. Oh, it was a no for me. I'll tell you about it. I'm ready, girl. I'll postpone my dip. I'm ready for it. Well, y'all, thanks for hanging out with me for day after Sunday. And you know what? I always said I want to name my chat. I don't know what I'm going to name my chat, but you know what I always say? Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? I always say y'all. So until I think of anything, that's what I say. Y'all come back now, you hear? I was kind of hoping Angela will pop her little ornery self up in here. I hope she's feeling all right. I hope she's feeling all right. Thank you, boss lady. You're welcome as well. Okay, I'm gonna hit you up. I get ready to come off of here. Gail, thanks for stopping by. Tamika, Mr. William, Boss Lady New Jersey. Y'all, as usual, it's been a cool live. I'll talk to y'all soon. Love, peace, and chicken grease.